If you were in any doubt, this is entirely, completely, utterly worth the drive.
So if you smell that there, yes, some of it owes some form of existence to carry gum. The second wave was after the after the San Francisco earthquake. That's a really baby tarry tree right there by the steps. This one. They've got little round cones.
Good morning. So today I am heading off to Cape Reinga and I'm taking in as much as I can along the way. So this is my first stop of the day and this is the Gum Diggers Park, and I wasn't sure what I was going to find here, but here is all about the gum rush, and there are special trees. You can see one just behind me over there, and it's the kauri tree, and that is a tree that grows to 32 meters wide. 32. But as they go higher than the tops of the trees and the branches fall out, and it produces a resin that eventually becomes amber, and that is part of the rush that was here. The people came to collect the resin, and that was what made this area so popular. So I'm on a half an hour walk where you can learn more about the history here, explore it, see the trees, see the sights, and it's 12 New Zealand dollars 50 to enter. So he was saying that a lot of the resin originally was exported to Europe and made into varnish. Very pretty place. So there are about 220 of these kauri trees on this site, and they're still pretty small. So right at the start there is a 15-minute video that you can watch full of information about the trees that I'm going to attempt to summarise. So the forests here, they believe, were over 2 million years old, and something happened, a natural disaster that they're not sure what happened, and buried some of the trees. And during the gum diggers gold rush, as they called it when they were looking for the amber, they found these trees perfectly preserved here that they believe are up to 150,000 years old. And through those trees they are able to figure out what has been happening with our climate, the changes that happened, and the wood now is being used to revive an industry here. Very interesting. So one of the fun facts that I learned about was about wellies, or Wellington boots as I suppose they're officially called. And quite often you hear them referred to as gum boots, and I always thought that was a really funny name, and it comes because the people wore them here when they went to look for the gum, so they stuck and it became gum boots. Okay, time to carry on. One of the most famous foods here is a pie. So we've just stopped at the side of the road for pie. So I've gone for the steak and cheese, and it is delicious. One of the things that you're supposed to eat here in New Zealand is pie. It's something that they are really famous for, and so far it is living up to its name. It's meaty and delicious. So after eating the tastiest, messiest pie I think I've ever had, it's always room for dessert. So I've got a strawberry and pineapple mixed real fruit ice cream, and it is delicious. So good. You have to do this, and it's right by the side of the road. So the ice cream for a double scoop was $6.50 and the pie was $6, I think. Not bad. Welcome to New Zealand's most northerly point. This is at the very top of North Island, and this is Cape Reinga. Cape Reinga is located at the tip of the Auckland Peninsula, about a 5-hour drive from Auckland. This is where the Tasman Sea meets the Pacific Ocean, creating a stunning natural phenomenon of merging currents. Cape Reinga is a place of deep cultural importance to the Maori people, and it's believed to be the point where the spirits depart New Zealand. The iconic lighthouse here has become a symbol of the region, offering panoramic views that make the journey even more worth it. So we have driven as far as we can possibly go and pulled up in a really small car park considering where we are. And we are at the furthest point here in New Zealand now. It's a little bit windy, sorry about that, but here it is beautiful, and you can see why it's such an important place, and the culture here, you can just feel what an amazing place that this is. If you were in any doubt, this is entirely, completely, utterly worth the drive. Isn't that just beautiful? That was nice. So just sat for a little while. I've met a girl from Yorkshire who's been living out here. I'm full of inspiration now. But we're heading back up the hill now. It's only about 10-15 minute walk, and we're going to head over to the Tasman Sand Dunes. So about 10 minutes from the lighthouse at Cape Reinga, you get to the Tasman Sand Dunes, and I'm stood there right at the car park, and you can walk up onto the sand dunes, you can go sandboarding, but it's just amazing to see these huge sand dunes right next to all this lush green trees and forest. It's just amazing and definitely worth the stop. Just south of Cape Reinga The Tipaki Sand Dunes are a must visit for the thrill seekers and nature lovers alike. These towering sand dunes can reach heights of over 100 metres, and you can even go sandboarding, just like I did in Wakachina. So as I went sandboarding in Wakachina and climbed the sand dunes, I'm not going to do that this time because I'm not dressed for it and not ready to kill another pair of shoes. Windy 90-mile beach. So this famous beach isn't actually 90 kilometers, 90 miles, but it is a highway. So when it's not high tide, you can drive on this if you are brave enough to, all the way up the coast. So despite its name, the beach is actually about 88 kilometres long, or about 55 miles. This stunning beach is officially designated as a highway, so you can even drive all the way along if you choose. It's a popular spot for sunset if you can dodge the tide. That is this is a pretty impressive bit of beach. It's very, very windy down here at the moment, so I hope you can hear me. But wow, such a stunning coastline. Definitely worth the visit. And there are different access points that you can use, and some are advised just for 4x4s only, and this one technically is advised for cars, but do so at your own risk. And just know that if you're in a hire car, most rental companies don't insure you to drive on the beach, so double check. Would you be brave enough to drive? And I'd love to know, would you be brave enough to do the drive? Right, and that's the name of the beach access that you want if you're in a normal car. Yes, I'm wrapped in a blanket now. Thank you for joining me here at the northernmost part of New Zealand. I'll see you in the next one when the journey continues.